Find yourself venturing into a world that is unfamiliar to you in every single way. All you have to your name is your wits and a broken phone that has no internet. But wait, you have the MidFall podcast in your hands. Here you can listen to the tales of your three hosts, Luis, Josh, and Jared, as they venture through their own creative woes and whatnot. Get ready to be entertained through your wildest dreams as you conquer and face this new threatening world.
Hello, look at us. We're out in the wilderness now. Welcome to episode 8. I'm here with the boy Louie, and over here the boy Josh. And we're going to take this episode out in the wilderness of nature. We're not going to tell you where we are. It's a secret. Now, boys, we're going to have some fun here. We'll have a lot of fun. And I'm going to start you off with a little bit of a question here. $100 million. You just won the lottery. You got all that money and you're gonna have it for the next 30 years. You decide on the 30 years. What are you going to do with it?
I'm getting $100 million.
$100 million.
And I have it only for 30 years.
30 years.
And if I don't spend it all, it's gone.
Pretty much.
Okay, I'm legit buying $100 million, right?
$100 million.
I'm buying a property in like any country I can. So I can go to those countries. And then I don't think it's possible anymore to buy those flight things where like you pay like $50,000 and you get unlimited flights anymore. I don't think those are available anymore.
I don't think so, no.
If it were, I would do that. I would be willing to pay millions. But let's assume it's not. I would probably like try to get the best card of some sort to be able to spend. I don't know. But I would definitely buy the properties, rent them out. I'd buy a crap ton, honestly, a rental properties business or commercial or residential, whatever. And then I'd probably just buy a company of some sort, whatever I could. Whatever company I can that I think I can grow. That would be like the easy answer. But the fun answer, what I would just live life if I had it for only 30 years. Do I die after that or am I still alive after 30 years? I have to make sure.
You know what? Yeah, you die.
Okay, yeah,
You die afterwards.
I'm living life. My will is going to all my friends. It's going to be spread out evenly between my friends when I die.
I love it. You, Mr. Louie?
Yeah, I'd probably buy like one big nice home to like call that home base. And then I'd probably get like like those big mansions too, and like my preferred vacation spots. And aside from that, I'd probably just soup up every house like that. Get like some sort of type of Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory type thing, like compound, like Travis Pastrana like has and stuff like that. And aside from that, I don't know. Probably just beside the basics, just give it to the poor, donate it to charity. I don't know. But yeah, probably honestly just buy cars, buy homes, buy companies.
I have one more.
Go ahead.
I think I've had this discussion with people online, maybe some friends too. I would try to buy a neighborhood. Also, if you see us like padding, it's because the flies. Come on.
Yeah,
I would try to buy a neighborhood of some sort and just have my friends move into the neighborhood. Just a nice neighborhood. It doesn't have to be mansions. Just like a nice neighborhood where everyone that I know that wants to live there can live there, and they'll have to pay $1 of rent a month to keep the house. If they miss rent, they're kicked out, even if it's $1. There's no late fees. There's no lateness allowed. But no, that's what I would do. Well, yeah. Anybody have anything else to add, or should I say my topic that I just thought of?
Please.
So, seeing as how this episode's most likely going to come out end of September or October, the idea I had, because we're in like a forest of some sorts, like, you know, outdoor area, if it was nighttime here, what would be the scariest thing that you could imagine seeing here if it was like real? For example, like the headless Josh from the story, or Slenderman. Like something scary like this would make you run away. The scariest thing that could come to mind.
A 60-foot tall, 3-headed snake.
60.
60.
3-headed snake. That's
A
actually
3-headed snake. Not just any snake. A black mamba.
Black Mamba.
Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Because shit, man. Imagine you're just hearing something like slither in the nighttime and it's blending in to the nighttime and it's 3-headed. All of a sudden you're just walking down and then just...
and it's the fastest land snake known to man.
That would be terrifying, quite frankly.
I think that, honestly, seeing the spirit of a young drowning victim would be the scariest thing that I can think of for something that I'm seeing. Yeah, anything paranormal or anything Slenderman-like, honestly. Anything that is, or honestly, yeah, just like the last story, anything that's dancing and headless would, yeah.
Specifically with its penis out.
Yeah. Would probably be the scariest thing that I can think of.
I have one. I think my scariest thing would be definitely anything you guys just said. But you guys have played Lethal Company, right? Remember how in Lethal? I don't know if we went to this area yet, but there's a monster there, where it's like a toy box thing where like you do the
Jack in the Box?
Jack in the Box, and it follows you in the game and tries to kill you. But if you don't look at it, it stands still. If you don't look at it, it chases you. So if there's anything like that, or like a weeping angel from Doctor Who, where like you have to look at this thing, and if you look away, it like rushes towards you, like bum rushes you to try to kill you.
Yeah.
That would probably be one of the scariest things, if not like a Slenderman build type of thing. Those two things would scare me the most. Or maybe like a child where like it lulls you in and then it turns out it's like gonna, it's scary, it's bloody or like dark or grim, gonna kill you. Those would be like the 3 types of things that would make me want to run away, but you probably couldn't run away because they're probably faster than you. Yeah.
100%.
So, yeah, for me, I wanted to bring up the topic of creepypastas, seeing as we grew up during that age, as when they, I guess, originated and stuff like that. Because we were in middle school, like when all the hitters were coming out, talking about Laughing Jack, frickin' Ben Drowned, what's his name, Jeff the Killer, Slenderman, all that kind of stuff. So, what was your guys' which creepypasta to you guys scared you the most? Because I think for me, I mean the image of Jeff the Killer definitely was one that stuck with me for a little while. I think I kind of believed in Smile Dog or whatever. That was the image of like a demonic smiling dog and it was cursed or something like that. Yeah. It was short-lived or whatever, but yeah. I thought that after seeing the image, I was like, man, I'm in for my time. But yeah.
Let's see. I would say for myself, I believe it was the what was it? There was that. What was it? It was like in Pokemon, back in like Kanto, that haunted tower.
Yep, Lavender Town.
Lavender Town, yeah. The Lavender Town creepypastas always got me because a lot of them that I saw had YouTube videos of it. So I would just watch that and it would just be like horrifying to me. Or like the Hypno one. The Hypno one was pretty good. Sonic.exe. That one's a classic. one's a classic. But yeah, those were mine.
So unlike you guys, I wasn't like super into creepypastas. Luis is the one that mainly got me into like seeing stuff about them. But Jeff the Killer was definitely one of them just because of his look. Like, it was so iconic that you can't miss it, you can't forget it. But if I would have ignored that one, Jeff the Killer is the one with like the black hair that's like super long, right? With the weird smile, If I would ignore that one, I did have Lavender Town ones that did scare me a little bit. It was mainly like the stories and then like hearing about how it compares to the actual books. But I don't even know if this counts as a creepypasta. I don't think it does, but this one did scare me a lot, and I know Luis knows what I'm talking about when I say Bong Chong Dong. That one, if that one counts, that one scared me as a kid. Because Luis and I first got into it. I don't even care about spoiling it, it's so old.
Yeah.
Basically, we got into it, we read it, we thought it had a funny name because we didn't know what it was. And so
our friend showed us it.
Yeah, our friend showed us it. And we went into it thinking like, oh, the art style is really good. This is a really nice read. And then as you get closer to the end, it starts getting a little eerie, a little creepy, all that stuff. And then suddenly you get jump scared towards the end or something like that. But it's like a jump scare that like really scares you. And I think PewDiePie had read it once. And that was something that we watched after the fact, or maybe I think it was after the fact, yeah. And it was funny seeing him get scared to it, and we got scared to it. And then we showed it to other friends, and they got scared to it. So that was one that was pretty iconic for me. That was one of the first to come to mind after Jeff the Killer. And then, what's the one where you say the name 3 times in the mirror?
Bloody Mary.
Oh, yeah, Bloody Mary.
I don't know if that really counts, but that one was a little bit scary back in elementary school.
Bloody Mary was always kind of like that one scary thing that you would do. You just say it like twice, and you'd be like, do I say it a 3rd time?
Yep.
What will happen? Will my family be cursed? And then,
Well, like, we have all those, right? Like, Bloody Mary probably was just like a little story that became like a little bit of a school thing. Could you ever see something like a movie thing becoming something, like Beetlejuice becoming something, or Smile becoming something, like something from a movie that people take to a literal sense and then scare children with it as a story or something? I could see Beetlejuice.
in some cases, I feel like Beetlejuice was kind of derived from that. I don't know if Bloody Mary came before that time or after, but regardless, I would say it kind of like functions the same, so I can see that.
So now moving on to hopefully something that we can all relate on once more. My favorite book series as a kid, the thing that I only checked out in the library when I was little, was Scary Stories to Tell Dark. So, for me, I think honestly the scary story that creeped me out the most, because that's what I'm about to ask you guys, which one creeped you out the most, was The Dream. That's the one of the pale old lady image with the beady eyes and the smile. The one in the movie, she like sucked the guy in or whatever, give him a hug, whatever the heck. But that one, just again, giving you guys a really quick synopsis. It was about an artist, and she was about to go unveil a gallery or whatever. And before she was gonna get to her where she was staying at, she had a dream of getting to that location, and the carpet looked like trap doors and stuff like that. Like the window was like nailed shut or something like that. And at night, a woman came into her room and said that that place is evil and that she should leave. And she woke up from that dream, kind of startled, but then obviously it was a dream. So she ends up getting to the place that she's going to, and it looks exactly like the place in the dream. And I believe that, I don't really remember the very ending. It's kind of crazy that I remember the whole rest of the other details, but yeah, I think she sees the old lady again in real life or something like that. But yeah, that one was pretty scary to me. What about you guys?
So I'm gonna burst people's bubbles. I never really read the book growing up, but I did see the movie that Luis just mentioned. I think you showed me, didn't you? Where it was like the movie.
No, I didn't. But you know.
Yeah, I did watch it at some point, I think. It was like, there's the scarecrow one involved in that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was like the stew with like the finger or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember also they went to a hospital and they were getting chased down by something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, that was the. Yeah.
I would say the one that probably creeped me out, because I've seen the movie, I haven't read any of the books. In the movie, I would say it's probably the scarecrow one, because I can relate to that one where it's like, oh crap, I would probably like be scared shitless if I became a scarecrow and nobody could recognize me and I was just stuck forever getting pecked at by crows. The only person in the world that could relate to that is me. But I could imagine just how scary that could be, so I would never want to be in that situation. So that's the one that probably is the most memorable of it and the most scary to me, because I remember it the most.
Damn. I'm gonna doubly shock today. I've never read nor saw anything about it, so yeah, I don't got nothing. Damn, no snap.
He also just watched Zombieland for the first time yesterday, so you gotta catch up, dude.
Okay, since he just watched Zombieland for the first time, I'm gonna ask you this. This just came to mind.
We're talking over the entire time.
Yeah. So every single character had, other than like Bill Murray, but every character had a name that wasn't their own. We had Columbus, we had Wichita, we had
Little Rock.
Tallahassee, and then what?
Little Rock.
Little Rock. What would be your city name if you had to pick your city name for Zombieland? Like you had to pick a random city name.
A random city name.
Yeah.
See, the funniest one would be Oakland, but I don't know, probably just San Francisco. I think that'd be the easiest one. Yeah.
Yeah, not putting my location, really. But I mean, they were named after where they were going. That's why they named themselves that. He was going to Tallahassee, he was going to Ohio or Columbus. In that case, I would be trying to go. I'd probably be trying to go to San Diego area, honestly. No, honestly, I'd be trying to go to Tahoe. So my name would probably be Tahoe.
I think I'll probably, like, first thought would probably be to go to something like Colorado City. I'd probably pick like Boulder or some shit. Something like that. Because bringing up the cold is probably a pretty good idea in terms of, I don't know if it's on so permanent, but I'd choose a Colorado City probably, especially because it's a little close. It's like 30-something hour drive, probably max, if I would take my time. So yeah, I'd choose a Colorado City for sure. Boulder, or I can't really think of anything else from Colorado, like another city. What's another city again? Denver. Nah, Denver doesn't sound as cool. Boulder sounds cool. There's another one. I don't know what it is. Yeah, probably
Okay. Yeah, got me thinking of something Halloween themed here. Actually, if y'all were to recommend something Halloween related, media-wise, what would be your recommendation? It could be anything media. It could be TV, it could be movies, it could be music, it could be podcasts, it could be whatever you want. You know, what? This podcast.
Let's Read podcast. Everyone probably already knows it. Well, you know what I mean. Odd Trails podcast. I don't know, we were listening to one all the way over here into the woods. Yeah, that's it.
don't usually watch like Halloween themed things
Yeah.
or listen to.
Fair.
I will say, default answer, like Nightmare Before Christmas is a movie everyone should watch at some point. Or if you know someone that has never seen it, it's definitely something I recommend a Halloween or so, or maybe Christmas time, I guess, for someone to watch. It's a good movie to watch.
Based as hell. Obviously, if you saw the previous episodes, Halloween Charlie Brown, always a good watch. If you have any like favorite Halloween kid shows, always good to watch. What? Let's see. Wait, street. Oh my god. See, yeah, we're getting like attacked by bugs right now. This is actually kind of bad. We should got like some bug spray or something earlier. But see, I can't even focus. Man, if you like freaking Halloween movies. Oh, you know what? Halloween media. This is actually something on YouTube that I really like to watch, just kind of in general, which is the series Kill Count. Kill Count is basically a YouTube series where this guy goes over movies, Halloween movies, horror movies, whatever it may be, and then goes over all the kills within it. And almost kind of like an analytic kind of way, but in a lot of fun. Go check him out. It's wonderful during this time.
No, it's actually really interesting. I haven't seen that guy before, but I'll probably give it a chance. It's called Kill Count.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's another YouTuber or Twitter thing, like a trend that people used to do in the past. I'm assuming it's a YouTube thing though, where they would watch a movie and they would count up the crimes of a character. And they're like, oh, these are the crimes they committed, and this is how long they'd spend in jail in America or something like that. So like, for example, what's a character? Let's say like Jason in like one of the Friday the 13th movies. I've never seen the movies actually, so I probably should watch them. I've actually never seen one of the Friday the 13th movies. But Jason, for example, they would take all of his like acts and say like, this is this type of kill, like a manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter, murder, all this jazz.
Yeah.
And they would count up, oh, he would spend this many years in jail based off this movie alone. So it'd be like, 73 years to life or something like that.
Dang.
With no parole, no chance for parole, all that jazz. Like, it's an actual thing that people used to do. I don't know if people really do it anymore, if there's a YouTube channel dedicated to it, but I remember seeing pictures about it. And I remember there was like one for like My Hero Academia or something like that someone did. So that was pretty interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that actually sounds pretty good. Anything that you would like to ask Mr. Loosh?
No.
Good man. Anything you would like to ask Mr. Yosh?
All right, you know what? This is my last question for this episode. If you could go big on any Halloween decoration to put in front of like a house you own, like you own a house now. This is the Halloween decoration people are gonna know your house for. What is it, like the giant skeleton or like hand underneath the table to grab them as they get the candy? Like, you can go big or you can go small, it doesn't matter. You can go as big or small as you want. What would be the one you want to be known for?
A dragon on my roof. Let me see.
You wanted to do that, didn't you?
Yeah. That's the last one I'm gonna be known for, Jared. What about you?
Oh God.
Fuck. Then in that case, I would get one of those giant Home Depot skeletons. Get a giant like black tarp around it. Get like a big ass like scythe and just make a giant Grim Reaper.
Okay. So I have two in mind because I don't think my first one's acceptable with the question I asked. Like, if a haunted house wasn't acceptable, then I wouldn't do that, like a theme of a haunted house. But playing on what Jared did,
Monster house.
if it could be anything, I would probably want to get something like a skeleton or something that I could rig up and control with like remotes, like the Wii or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like on camera, I could see people coming up, and I could slowly reach out to them with like noise coming like whoa, and the arm is reaching out to them with like an animatronic type of feel. to where like it's slowly reaching out to them. It's not super scary, but it's like, whoa, this guy like controls it. He can make the arms do whatever we want. I can make it dance, whatever. I can make it grab the candy bowl and just like throw it in the air. I don't know. Something like that would be fun. But like that's what I would want to be known for. Something scary, but not scary to the point where no one wants to come to my house. Just like cool. The dragon thing is cool. I could definitely imagine seeing like a dragon on someone's rooftop. That would be sick. I would remember that house forever as a kid, growing up. So yeah.
Honestly, that reminded me of the Universal Studios where they have like that Megatron that you can like interact with.
Yeah, he talks.
I could totally see that being like your thing.
Yep.
I could totally see that. That'd be lit.
So something you'll learn about me, we all try to do this every now and then, like we do little voices or little gimmicks on the podcast we'll do in the future, but I like to do like a deep voice, like demon voice. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get you. Stuff like that. So I can imagine what Jared just said was a play on that, to where I could do that voice and like scare the kids and be like, oh, I'm gonna get you. And then like the arm reaches out. So that would definitely be really fun. Like once I have a house and stuff like that, I would definitely try to do something like that for Halloween. That'd be my like year-long project for Halloween. So like all the kids would come by like 3 months before Halloween while I'm working on it and be like, what are you working on this time, mister? I'm like, oh, you'll see. It's like covered the whole time in the garage, you'll never see it.
It's a very good idea, brother. I really like it.
So now, question kind of on topic, kind of off topic. Would you guys decorate more for Christmas or for Halloween? I think I'm gonna go more out for Christmas, to be honest.
Honestly, Christmas is a good holiday to really like go all out for. Like you see it all the time. Like people go all out for it. For me, yeah, you know what? I kind of have to agree with you. Christmas would be the better one to go for, because in my personal opinion, I feel like it's easier to decorate for Christmas. It's hard to be scary for Halloween. Very hard.
Jared took my words. I was gonna say the exact same thing. Christmas is easier to decorate for, but it's also like one of those things where you can look like everyone else. Halloween, you can look like everyone else, don't get me wrong. But I feel like with Halloween, I would love to decorate for Halloween if I could make it a project, like I said, where like I'm controlling the arms. I wouldn't want to do, like I could easily decorate something with fog and stuff, but Christmas would be easier, so I would choose Christmas because of how easy it is. And maybe it's a little more easy for other people to get creative with it. I feel like for Halloween, though, I could get pretty creative, though.
Yeah. Agreed on that. Oof.
He's having a bowel movement.
I just had some of my herb. Leave me alone. I'm just waking up.
That's so funny.
All right. Well, how are we feeling? Think we're pretty good?
Pretty good.
All right, everybody. Well, if you enjoyed this episode of the MidFall podcast, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on our Instagrams at MidFall Company and MidFall99. We'll be sure to make some updates, posts, and whatever it is we need. Don't forget to follow me on Black Pumpkin Boyo on Instagram as well. And don't forget to follow the boy Yosh over there, Yosh Network. That is Josh with a Y, all one word. All right, boys. We're signing off.
It's flies.
There's so many flies.